Hi, this is David Zahn of ZAHN Consulting, and I'd like to take a moment of your time to talk about an issue I have seen very pervasively across many of the clients and accounts that I work with, and that is a lack of accountability. Now, this is both a cultural issue as well as a skills training issue. So how many of these have either you uttered yourself or heard others in your company utter? They play the blame game. They inherited the problem. But the reality is, while they may not be at fault for creating it, it is now theirs to solve. And in fact, coming off the election, that was a common theme. Many of the politicians were trying to put the current scenario on the backs of those that they have replaced. Whether or not that's true, the problem is theirs to solve now. A second issue I often hear when I speak to corporate employees: they'll make excuses for failing to achieve results, and the rationales and reasons are legendary. It's the economy. It's the competition. We have the wrong staffing. We don't have enough staffing. It's tools and resource allocation issues, etc. And again, while that may be true, the results still are to be achieved. Excuse making is just that, excuse making. Management will very often want to spread responsibility so as not to be accountable. And what they create are a series of committees, a series of decision steps that really are only there to spread the responsibility so that no one manager or executive can be held accountable for the ultimate results, because after all, the committee made the decision. This is also the time of the year when very often performance appraisals are being completed. And it always causes me to scratch my head how the tasks and objectives that are established and being measured in no way tie back to the original organizational goals and missions. It is imperative that there be that very strong link between what the company is trying to accomplish in the market at large and each individual employee's contribution to that. Something that does not support the corporate mission should not be worthy of measurement and pursuit at that very same level. How many times have you heard employees cry, "Just tell me what to do and I'll do it"? You'd think if we could just give them the guidelines on which to base decisions and actions, they'd be so much better off. Or they will see something going wrong and do nothing. It's not my job. It's not my responsibility. It's someone else's role to fix or repair or create. What if we could provide them with the skills so that they could take action and understood what actions that are available for them to take and which ones need to be escalated or which ones need to be communicated to someone else so that they can better address the issue? There's a general feeling of powerlessness and lack of control among many of those that I consult with. What if we could offer them the capacity to improve their span of responsibility, their empowerment to control not only the resources and tools, but the environment in which they work? Wouldn't that go a very long way towards productivity? And how often have we seen people just sitting back, watching the problem continue to fester or maybe even escalate, spiraling out of control as they think, boy, if this was my company, I would do things very differently. But since it's not mine to change. Well, that's not really a very healthy attitude for employees to take. What if we could point out ways for them to address those issues and take corrective steps? I have a lot more to say about this and other topics, and I invite you to contact me so we can have that discussion. Thanks.